Hello, beautiful, and welcome to the Prosperous Womb. Today's video is for Sade and any other coach who has this similar or same question. So Sade is a health coach, a newly certified health coach, and she wants to skip the Ascension coaching model and go straight into a boutique, high-ticket coaching business and a profitable boutique. So a boutique high-ticket coaching business is like the one that I have, which is you work with less than 10 or less people, or you can do 20 or less, but 10 or less people, and you charge higher rates because you're working either one-to-one or in a group, but it's a smaller, more intimate community where they get the full essence of your experience, your skills, your talents, your gifts, your magic, and you're pouring into those people. Whether you have just one private client, 5 private clients, or you have a hybrid group and private coaching business, okay? And so it makes sense, right? She wants to do that. Sade's question to me is, how can I step into that without going corporate, without selling out, and being myself? She's also an artist. She has a couple of shops on Etsy. She teaches drumming and she teaches yoga, Pilates, and something else. It's a lot. She's a multi-passionate. And she said to me, I want to reach out to you because you seem to be like me and you are in that, working in that space. So how did you do your transition? Okay, fair enough question. I don't talk about it a lot in my journey because there are other parts of my journey that I dwell on. So today I'll share a little bit of that with you, Sade, so that you understand that there's no linear way to success. There's no one way or model to create the business that will work for you until you try it, first of all. Put it on, and see, is it a great pair of jeans? Is it a perfect bra? Is it a top that makes you look good? Like, what is it and how does it fit on you in your business and with all the things you love to do? Because Sade is unwilling to give up anything. She wants to do what I'm doing, which is have a coaching business that's an extension of your art and your creativity, and not something separate from that. I hear all that. I get you, I get you, I get you. So another thing Sade thinks is there a way to make this fun for me? A way meaning marketing, because I don't, she says she doesn't like marketing. I don't like marketing. I hate marketing. But if I can have fun doing it and do it my way, I totally see myself killing this. All right, so before you go and thrive, let's use the word thrive today. So to thrive in this space or kill it, let us dive deep into other paths to high-ticket coaching success. So Sade, I'm assuming that you already know my story, which is why you sent me this email, but I will share it anyway. So when I decided to step into the high-ticket coaching space, I wasn't like Sade. I went up the Ascension model. I started with a $37 ebook and I sold hundreds of that. It was an ebook, it was a money mindset ebook because I was a life coach and I just learned about money mindset and I thought the whole world needs to know about money mindset. So I wrote this ebook. It's 80 pages. It's still on my website and it's free right now, but it was $37 and I sold hundreds of it. And I remember thinking I could just go out on social media and say, I've worked with hundreds of clients because I've sold hundreds of an ebook or a course or whatever, right? That's what everybody does. And I decided, okay, so I went the $37 route, then the $500 route, the $550 route, the $575 route, the $1,500 route. Then I went up to $2,800. I did $3,675. I was just coming up with different ways of creating ways of people to work with me that were packages, but I did not know how to actually create a structured high-ticket coaching package. And I thought $3,500 was high ticket. And then I decided to do $7,500. Then I went on $9,500 and then $10,000. This was in 2016, end of 2016. And so I made a decision. I said, you know what, I'm gonna go to $15,000. And for that, I, at the time, was getting referrals from Numi. So I actually got my first $15,000 client referral from Numi, and I think they took 30% of the time. I think, I don't remember how it worked, but anyway. And I said, okay, I think I'm called to do this work. I had done group programs, I had done all kinds of programs, and I thought I really want to create a profitable boutique high ticket coaching business where it's just a few people, me, and I pour everything into them privately. And I live in downtown Washington, D.C., and at the time I was taking guitar classes, I was taking drumming classes, I was doing yoga classes and different classes all around, just learning different things and painting. And I had my 5 Etsy shops. In one of the shops, I had a bunch of t-shirts and totes that I had created called, and on the totes it said life coach. And I had different designs. There was Namaste, there was life coach, there was business coach, there was all kinds of stuff. And I had t-shirts that said, I'm a life coach. What do you want? And on the back, it said, tell me more. And I wear that everywhere to all my classes and stuff. And I realized something. Everyone I was running into was a life coach. And so my Etsy shop was selling out of these totes and these t-shirts. And I kept thinking, who is buying this stuff? It was life coaches buying these things. And I would get emails back saying, can you make me 50 of those totes so I can give them to my clients as gifts, and things like that. And yoga instructors would ask for 50 of the Namaste totes and things. And I thought, okay, so if life coaches are buying this, it means that if I want to work with coaches, I just need to know where these life coaches hang out and then go there, because I am not a social media person. I like to be out in person and network with people. And so I went to, yoga class one day, and it was 7 life coaches, we're all talking. And at the time I was a spiritual life coach transitioning into, business coaching. I had done relationship coaching, all of those things. And I was talking to them at my Etsy shops and my t-shirts and the totes. And they said, oh my gosh, you have a business? I said, yeah, I've had a business. I started my shop in 2004, and I've been a fashion designer since then. And I have some stuff on Etsy, on my website. We went all into it, and they said, you should totally coach us. You should be our business coach. I said, well, I'm a high ticket business coach, so it's $15,000 to work with me. And they were like, okay. I mean, if you have all these businesses and you can have all this and be single and be going through everything you're going through, and have a daughter and all this stuff, then yeah, we totally want to work with you. So that's the route that I took to become a high ticket coach. I wasn't doing the Dream 100 list at the time. That just started during the pandemic is when I started doing a Dream 100 list. I didn't even know that was something I could utilize from my table, from my computer, okay? So I was out there doing it the high ticket scrappy way is what I call it. I started the scrappy way. So countdown, fast forward, I printed out these cards that had, my picture, my name, description of the work I did. And every time a life coach bought one of the totes, I would put a note in there, just write a love letter to them, basically thanking them for buying the tote and explaining why, the story behind the tote and my journey on the card, this postcard. And they started to email me back and have a conversation with me, have a relationship with me. And I got 3 high ticket coaching clients from these tote bags, okay? 3 high ticket coaching clients because I have an Etsy shop. And it's so funny because I have sold so many of these life coach bags and Namaste bags to guru coaches. They have such a big social media accounts and big followings. And when I get the order, I always think to myself, oh my God, I know her. She's like this big Instagram coach, and she's my tote. And one of those coaches over Christmas sent me a Christmas card because I guess they found my information, and she said, hey, I'm connecting with you because I bought one of your life coach totes from your website, and I realized that you're a coach, and just FYI, I bought it because I found your blog and your YouTube channel. That's what led me to your Etsy shop, and I thought, oh, pretty cool, she's an artist. So there's that connection. We still, communicate with each other, and she's a referral partner, I'm a referral partner for her. We've connected. So it's really cool because it was not me, going to some corporate meetings and looking for clients there. It was me just literally walking around DC with my tote bag or my t-shirt that says I'm a life coach, talk to me, and people walk up to me and say, oh my God, are you a life coach? I think I need one of those. And I'm like, what do you want? Talk to me, tell me more. And that is how I got lots of clients. And when I say lots of clients, it was for my group program because I was getting clients and I realized, okay, I want to work with women in a group so I can feel like I was part of a community, okay? And I created a Nail Your Niche program. So step into your niche in 4 weeks. It was September. I think it was September 2017. And it was step into your niche. And it was 4 weeks, like fall into your niche, step into your niche. And it was 4 weeks. And I got all the coaches I had met around the city to join. And it was really fun because they got to nail their niche. And it was $2,500 per person. You know, it wasn't a high ticket group coaching program, but it was part of my quest to let my mindset know I am working with women coaches. That's my people. And the funny thing was that I realized for the first time in my life, I didn't have to go looking for people. Just because I had determined to work with women coaches, they were now showing up everywhere. I've lived in DC, on this part of town for like going on almost 35 years. I had never run into a life coach in my life. And then I decided to work, and I've been a coach for a while. I've been a relationship coach, a spiritual life coach, hadn't run into coaches. Then I decided to be a coach for life coaches, women coaches. My website is called lifecoachforwomen.com. I mean, seriously. So I decided this is what I want to do. And all of a sudden, out of the universe was just God kept sending me all these women into my space. I go to drumming class. Yeah, I'm a life coach. In my yoga class, was taught by a life coach. Everywhere there was a life coach. And I kept thinking, why are my people everywhere? You know how you say you want to buy like a yellow car, and then everywhere you turn, there's a yellow car? It was the same thing. It was all energy. So the bottom line is, for me, there was no linear path. I didn't have to give up my art. My first business coach told me that I would have to give up my fashion business, making my art, my creative life, just to be a serious business coach. And I fired her because, yeah, like I don't know what a serious business coach is. I wouldn't know if it hit me over the head, you know. So I said, yeah, we're not doing that. I don't know what that is. I don't want to do it. It sounds painful. So I just do stuff that I know that I enjoy doing. My coaching business is still an extension of my creativity. It's still an extension of my art. I still do my guitar and my drumming. I don't do dance anymore, but I still do my guitar, my drumming. I still meet people who are connected to the life coaching world, or other coaches. I work with a lot of coaches, not just life coaches. It just so happened that my thoughts were all life coach. And so I kept meeting the people that I was calling out into the universe. So, Sade, for you, what do you enjoy doing? And how can you use what you already have to create your clients? In my wildest dreams, I never thought my Etsy shop, or Etsy, whatever you call it, I call it Etsy. My Etsy shop will bring me high ticket coaching clients. I just never imagined that, because it's not the way you think when you think high ticket, you know? So I'm not advising you to create if you don't have one already, to create a shop to get clients, you know, sell totes to get clients. But I just want to demonstrate that if you want it, you can do it. If you want clients, you can find them. And if you want to have fun in your business, you can. If you want to simplify your business, you will. If you want to complicate it, you will. I don't teach complication. I don't know what that is like. I am profitable, simple, high ticket coaching business. I don't go outside my lane. This is my lane. I'm a high ticket lane, and that's where I stay. And I stay in the boutique lane, which is, look, I support you to do this thing and do it really well. Everything else we do in the business together, but this is what I market, this is what I sell, this is my lane and my zone of genius. Okay, is selling high ticket coaching offers. I can help you do all the other things like $5,000 offers, $10,000 offers, but I wouldn't show up in my full self because it's not what I do. Tell me you want high ticket coaching, I'm there. And since you want high ticket coaching, what my invitation to you would be to consider just focusing exactly on what you want, who you want to work with, why you want to work with them, and what you can support them with. Okay, there's a plethora of things in the health coaching industry that you can support people around, and then focus on that and market towards that, message towards that, because God has a way of just bringing to you what you ask for. You always get what you want. It might not come in the package you think. I didn't think it was going to come through Etsy, but it did. And this totes still walk my talk for me. When I wear the t-shirts that say I still have the t-shirts, I'm not a life coach right now, but my website is lifecoachforwomen.com, and people still go there and say, oh, I need a life coach, and I refer them to my colleagues because I don't do that work anymore. And I still wear my t-shirts that say I'm a life coach, talk to me, and it brings up so much conversation when you're walking downtown DC or around anywhere in the marketplace or at a Giant or Safeway or grocery shopping, wherever, or at church. It's, oh, you're a life coach, so tell me more, because I want a life coach, but I don't know what you guys do. And then you get clients. That's just how it is. It's not complicated. You're not selling your soul. You can't sell your soul. You can't sell God. So you can't sell your soul to the devil. What you can do is determine the business you want. Discover your way of doing things that lights you up and works for you. One way that I've created high-ticket coaching clients is dinner parties. I like to cook, so I used to invite my mommy group and other friends to have dinner, 7 or 8 people. And they will make fun of me and say, so how's life coaching going? And then I'll talk about it and talk about what my clients were doing. And then someone will say, I know someone who needs you. And then I'll get a referral. Same thing happens at church. Thanks, Suzanne. So you can get referrals from anywhere. People can talk to you if you're open to receiving that communication, open to doing the thing that you love. And yeah, who would have thought Etsy? But you can get a life coaching client from anywhere, and you can step into that field from any place. This is just my way of saying, play the game you want to play. It's your playground. Download my high-ticket coaching playbook on the website. Go to lifecoachforwomen.com or highticketcoachingoffice.com and get the playbook and start from there. Put your own spin on it. Go into your prosperous womb and dig out your gifts and get on my email list so we can continue the conversation and have the time of our lives, right? And don't sleep on snail mail. It works. People love you to send them postcards or letters. I mean, it's amazing the number of things you can do outside of social media or video if you're not interested in those things, because my clients are not. So, do what you love and make money doing what you love. It's been good having you.